And good evening, and welcome to the City Council meeting of the City of Lenoir for Tuesday, June the 2nd, 2020. We welcome you here this evening. Glad that you're with us. We're still going through, as you know, some very unprecedented times in our society and times right now with our COVID-19 continuing. We hope that everyone is trying to be as safe as possible. Please continue to follow guidelines as much as you can. Wear your mask, wash your hands, stay at least 6 to 10 feet away from everyone as much as you possibly can, and just do everything you can to continue to be safe. As we go into this time before our moment of silence and our pledge, would like to continue to thank all of our healthcare, EMS and police, fire, and all of those that are on the front lines in our community for all they're doing to help us during this extraordinary time that we are living through. Thank you for that every day and what you're doing to keep us safe and protected. We appreciate that. And also, we certainly mourn this time of the death of George Floyd in Minneapolis, Minnesota, and certainly we join so many others in condemning what has happened there and how it happened, and we hope that people will, I know that as they continue to express themselves with protests and marches and things on that, please be as safe as you possibly can. Please keep his life in memory in the right perspective and what had happened there, and we want everyone to be safe. Violence is not the way to do that, so we hope that people will continue to be safe in every way possible for that. But we add our feelings of concern and prayers for the family of Mr. Floyd across the nation for what is going on. And also would keep in mind the loss of our young Shane Cassaval, sophomore at High Brighton High School, a fine young man leaving his world way too early in life, killed in a tragic accident, a motorbike accident this past Friday. We certainly send out our condolences to the family of Shane and their friends and everyone. We will keep them, please, in your thoughts and prayers over this really, really, really tough time that they are going through. And we certainly will miss him and what he would be bringing to his community as he grew up. And we certainly are sad about this situation. And again, let me say our sincere thanks to the efforts of our police and fire, our sheriff's department for all their efforts during all these hard times. And we thank them for the last few days. I know we've had some things going on here in our city, and we really appreciate their efforts to help keep everyone as safe as possible as these things continue. But please, all continue to be safe as you can and do things that you're doing in the right way. We appreciate those efforts on that. So we'll now join, a moment of silence for all the things we've talked about, and we remain standing for our Pledge of Allegiance to our country. Thank you. Please salute the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United
States of America,
for which it stands,
republic for which it stands, one nation, under God,
indivisible, with liberty and
justice for all.
Thank you. As we move forward, I guess, do we need to do a roll call at this time of the council members and that are here? Councilmember Jonathan Beal is with us this evening. Councilmember Ike Perkins, myself, Mayor Gibbons, Councilmember David Stevens, and Councilmember Todd Perdue, and our city manager, Scott Hildebrand, is with us, and our communications director, Joshua Harris, are also here at the meeting. And if you would, please let us know who is on the call with the Zoom call with us. If you would let us know who's on there right now, starting with our council members, please.
Mayor Pro Tem Chrissy Thomas.
Thank you, Chrissy. The other council members that are with us, Councilmember Presswood.
Presswood, Ralph Presswood.
Thank you, Councilmember Presswood, and Councilmember Willis.
I see him, but I don't hear him.
We don't, okay. We see him on there, but we don't hear him. So right now we'll count that he is here and we'll move forward from that. Any of our department heads that are with us this evening, if you will, please identify yourself so we can add you to the records, if that's okay.
Fire Chief Ken Harris.
Fire Chief, thank you.
Kaylin Horn, Economic Development.
Thank you, Kaylin.
Director Kenny Story.
Jenny, thank you very much. Did I hear Radford as well?
Yes.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, Radford, our Public Utilities Director.
Jared Wright, Public Works.
Jared, thank you for being here.
Donna Bean, Finance Director.
Donna, thank you.
Hannah Williams, Planning Department.
Thank you, Hannah. We appreciate you being here, the Planning Department. Our City Attorney, Mr. War.
Yes, I'm here. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, sir. Anyone else that's on the air? We welcome any of our reporters, News Topic, if you are with us also as well. We appreciate your attendance with us on the Zoom.
Chief Phelps is on.
Chief Phelps, our police chief, is also there. Thank you. Okay, we will move on then. Tonight we do have a matter scheduled for a public hearing, and that is our FY 2020-2021 annual budget. And with this hearing will be held to receive any public comments regarding the annual budget for the fiscal year beginning July 1st of 2020 through June 30th of 2021 for the city of Lenoir. We also note that the City Council may decide to defer this action until the June 23rd, 2020 Committee of the Whole meeting due to the new state statutes and to obviously monitor our financing situation as it continues to move forward that time. But right now, I'll turn it over to our city manager, Mr. Hildebrand, for any comments.
Mr. Mayor, Council, just a couple highlights. The general fund total is $17,830,516. The special district fund is $183,738. The Tourism Development Authority fund is $50,000, and the water and sewer fund is $8,581,300 for a total budget of $26,645,554. I guess the big news is there's no increases in any of our fees, charges, tax rates, or anything, water and sewer rates. So everything stays unchanged in the current budget, and it is balanced.
Can we get some explanation of what this new statute might be that's referenced here? Is there something?
It's the same one we had last month about the public
all right.
hearing. You have to keep the public hearing open 24 hours after the close of the hearing tonight. And so you really can't take action until the next council meeting, which would be the 2 weeks from today, or 3 weeks from today, the committee of the whole meeting. And due to the budget uncertainty, we want to keep it open a little longer just to see if anything changes with the revenue forecast.
So it's meeting related, not budget related?
Correct.
Statute. Okay, well then I will make a motion if you're ready for such. You need
Well,
to
we're
close-
still in
you
the,
need to-
we're in
well,
the.
but we're not going to close it. We're going to.
Right, we're in the public hearing.
You would close the public
comment.
hearing, but vote on the budget at the 23rd meeting.
Okay.
Right. We can close the public hearing.
Correct.
Okay. Well, the public hearing's still open. If there's any other comments from anybody who is joining us on the Zoom, any questions or comments from either the council here or on the Zoom call with us, I will entertain those at this time.
And we'll take comments, written comments, 24 hours after the meeting, so
Right.
they can still come
There
in.
will be written comments 24 hours after the meeting if anyone would like to make those. Anybody on the line have any comments to make? Okay, I'll close the public hearing tonight then, and I will entertain a motion to move it forward toward the end of June toward the 23rd committee of the whole meeting.
Okay. Given that the public hearing has been closed, I would make a motion that we do defer action until the June 23rd meeting of the city council.
Have a motion from Councilmember Purdue that we will defer action until the June 23rd, 2020 committee of the whole meeting to give everyone time to have any other comments to make or discussion and/or as we can monitor the situation toward that. Anyone else have any comments? I will call for the vote. All in favor, please say aye.
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 Ben said aye.
Ben said aye. Thank you. Ralph?
Ralph said aye.
Ralph said aye. Okay, thank you. And that is unanimous. We appreciate that very much. Thank you, Mr. Hildebrand and all the staff, Finance Director Bean, and all the department and heads of our departments for all your hard work on this budget, putting it together. I know this year has been a very difficult time with what we're going through, and we've still got a lot of questions out there as we continue to monitor things moving forward. But we have got hopefully, when we pass this, a budget in place from what we can do, and it is a very good working one at this time, and we appreciate the hard work that it took to put all that together. So thank you very much for that. So we'll move on then, if nothing else coming before us on the budget. Consent agenda items. This consists tonight of minutes for the City Council meeting of Tuesday, May 19th, 2020. Item B are the closed session minutes, and this would be approval of the closed session minutes of the City Council meeting of Tuesday, May 19th, 2020. These were reviewed by the City Attorney, the City Council, and the City Manager. Everyone, I trust, had a chance to do that. Item C is the budget amendments. This is a recommendation for approval of amendments to be made to the annual budget ordinance for the fiscal year ending June 30th, 2020 as follows. Number one, Budget Amendment 2020-12-1. This is to allocate funding for economic development grants received for Caldwell UNC Healthcare in the amount of $196,683.04. Funds were received in this fiscal year. And item two is the Budget Amendment 2020-12-2. This is to amend the original budget request for FY 2019-2020 as submitted. The appropriations will have no impact on the fund balance. So the three items that are presented for the consent agenda item. Open it for any discussion and/or motion.
Mr. Mayor, I'd like to make a motion that we accept the consent agenda items A, B, and C as presented.
Have a motion from Councilmember Stevens to accept the consent agenda items as presented, A, B, and C. No discussion from anyone online, on the phone? If not, I'll call for the question. All in favor, please say aye.
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 Okay. Got everybody? Thank you. Carries unanimously. We appreciate that. We'll move on then to a request and petition of any citizens. We do not have any one joining us here, of course, tonight in the meeting. If there's anyone on the Zoom call that would like to make any comments to that or questions of that, that's fine. And hearing no one, we'll move on then. We do not have reports from our boards and commissions this evening, so we'll move on to the report and recommendations of the city manager, Mr. Hildebrand.
Mayor, just a couple items for information tonight. The City County Service Committee will have a teleconference meeting on Monday, June 8th at 11:45 a.m. The Caldwell County EDC will have their monthly meeting teleconference on Tuesday, June 9th at 8 a.m. Also, a first one for downtown. They'll be having the band Fractured in a virtual summer music madness concert on Friday, June 5th from 7 to 8 p.m. And then on Friday, June 19th, J.J. Hips and the Hideaway Blues will host a virtual concert as well.
Links to that concert are on the Facebook page.
Okay, we heard that, but the links for these concerts are on Facebook,
Downtown and city.
On Main Street and also the
Main
city
Street.
website.
Okay, thank you for that. Hope you will join us for those. I know it's a little different than what we're normally used to, but these are both great bands. Always a lot of fun. So hopefully you can party in your own neighborhood and your own street and follow the
Social
the
distancing.
band. Social distancing party, by the way, in there. So
Have to dance
hope
like
you
Baptists.
hope you can enjoy those. Kind of the way we have to do things right now, but we appreciate that. Any other?
That's all I
reports?
have this evening.
Okay, thank you. Any report or recommendations of our city attorney, Mr. Rohr?
No, sir, thank you.
Thank you, sir. We appreciate it. And I only have a couple of quick things. I would like to express the Mrs. Ernestine Shade, who is a longtime citizen of our community, is turning 93 years old, and we would like to wish her a happy birthday. And I know there's planning a drive-by kind of thing for her this coming weekend on that. So I hope that will be nice for her. She's a wonderful person and has been a long-time great citizen and supporter of our community and many other parts of this community for her. So Ernestine Shade, I don't know whether she's listening to us, but we wish her a happy 93rd birthday. We've had several of those, I tell you, over the last few weeks. So I'm glad that people are living a whole lot longer. It bodes well for us. Ike?
Well, I hope you asked Miss Shade if you could tell the whole city how old she was.
Well, I didn't. And I may be in trouble, but
That might have cut you.
blame it on Chrissy if it was not the right thing. So anyway, but we celebrated her 90th, and she told that, so maybe she's happy that she's
Listen, man, if I get to 93,
yeah.
I want everybody to know.
That's exactly right. I think we all want everybody to know that if we make it that far. So we appreciate that. And then one other thing I would like to announce, the new scoreboard is in at Walker Stadium. So if you hadn't had a chance to ride by and see, the new scoreboard was put in today. I met Dr. Porch up there, and we met with the guys and took a look at it, and we're really tickled with that. Hopefully we'll play baseball there again one day. The field is absolutely in great shape. It looks beautiful. They've got some other things planned. Community College, that's their new home field, home of the Cobras. And they will be playing there again, hopefully in the fall and then in the spring at baseball season. So, but the scoreboard was a great addition, and we appreciate everyone who was involved in helping put that together. So, just another great piece for downtown, as well as Foothills Performing Arts, which we have been talking about. And I was on the phone with Mr. Longano today talking about it, and they're excited about putting things together as another great piece for the Lenore High Auditorium, the historic Lenore High Auditorium, where they will be having their plays coming in the near future. So just great things that are happening in our downtown in the near future. Excited about those kind of things. So any reports from any of our council members?
No, sir.
Don't see
I
anything.
do have a question, no
Okay.
report, but I've had a couple people not wanting to come to the actual building for the council meetings because we're in the middle of a pandemic. But in real time, is there a way that people can listen to the call? Just because it's coming up, and we may be going back, in a different way, but people don't want to necessarily come and be in the where you guys are sitting, but they'd like to still participate in the meeting in real time.
It's
Is
live
that
on-
an
live on
option or
cable.
a way to do that?
It's live on cable as it's always been.
But that's not interactive.
Yeah,
We-
they can watch
You can
it.
hear.
The only way you can do it before is come to the meeting, though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's no change.
okay.
I think, yeah, these are people that because of the pandemic, they don't want to come, and of course, they don't realize we don't have a great amount of people there, so they'd be safe. But I just wanted to be able to communicate if there's another option real time, and they can't, and I guess there's no benefit because they can't interact with us
Right.
for public comment and those things.
Yeah, we understand that. It's a very difficult time for that. I guess they could call City Hall and try to let us know what it's about, or make an appointment to it, and we
Well,
can.
we had a gentleman come tonight and drop off paperwork and then left
Right.
for council.
Yeah, there was a gentleman here earlier who did leave some paperwork for us that we will be looking into on that. If someone would like to do that, we certainly can do it. But if they'd like to call City Hall and talk with city manager or someone on the staff about what it's about, and then we can certainly look into it and discuss it or whatever, and we can bring it up here.
Well, and still reach out to any council member as always.
Right. And that's right. You can contact any of us if you have issues. All of our numbers and information are on our website that you can reach out to us, and we'll be glad to take those kind of things up. But hopefully, down the road, maybe we'll be back here one day where we can all get together and, as we continue to move forward. It's just been a very difficult time for all of us as we move through this. Anything else to come before us tonight, this meeting? Thank you all. We appreciate you being here and what you're doing. Thank you. Continue to be safe. Continue as we continue to work through these meetings like we're having to do, and so many of them. But hopefully we're still moving in the right directions, and a lot of great things are happening in our community, and we're just around the corner from being back together, we hope. So pray for everyone. Thank you for all that you do. We appreciate it. This meeting stands adjourned.